Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 9:30 on November 21st, 2022, and thank God the heat is working again. I tell you, last night I didn't sleep at all, and then I went on a 15-mile hike today, so I am exhausted. So you'll have to understand why. This won't be too long of a weather update. Just enough to get you through the next day, basically. So, taking a look at the current conditions out there, we've got no radiational cooling. We've got southwesterly breezes keeping the temperatures up. So we got low to mid 40s on Long Island and 30s. It's actually colder in New Jersey. And look at that. There is some radiational cooling going on at Oswego Lake. So some of the areas in the Pine Barrens are seeing that radiational cooling. So let's look at our highs and lows for the day. We'll start off with the lows. And look at that. Wow. 14 degrees at West Hampton. So, yeah, it got pretty chilly. And this is why it was so bad because, again, we did get some of that radiational cooling this morning, and it got into the mid-20s everywhere pretty much, except for the city, which is in the upper 20s to around 30. But West Hampton got down to 14. And then going into New Jersey and their Pine Barrens, it looks like they got down to 15. So 14 in Berkeley Township. That's right around where I was today. So, yeah, got down pretty cold, and that would explain why a lot of the ponds had ice on them, believe it or not. As you'll see in the video. I guess I took a video in New Jersey. I don't normally do that, but I figured I would show you what it's like to go there. So mid-40s for highs in New Jersey, and pretty much mid-40s for Long Island, too, but it felt colder than that with the wind. So looking at the satellite, it was a nice, mostly sunny day. In fact, not a cloud in the sky. You can see here there was some clouds just offshore of Long Island, but other than that, it was just crystal clear all day long. But you could see this band of clouds coming. It's just like almost like a little front coming through here. So let's go to the models here, and we'll look at the next. I'm just going to go into the northeast. The lake effect is over, fortunately. We're upstate as they dig out from it. Well, let's go to the HRRR, 0Z run of the HRRR. Look at our dew points and wind profile. So you can see that west wind, and we're going to have a pretty strong, well, it won't be as breezy as it was, but it'll be a little less breezy than today, but there'll still be a decent northwesterly breeze throughout the day, and then it becomes a little more southwesterly as you get toward the evening hours. You'll see the dew points stay low, and then that west to northwest. Then we get more of a north wind on Wednesday, actually, so the wind is more northerly on Wednesday. All right. Temperatures. All right, so the winds stay up tonight, which means we're not going to get the radiational cooling tonight. We'll probably see lows around freezing tonight between the wind and the clouds. And then tomorrow, we're going to warm up a little more. Expecting low 50s in New Jersey, upper 40s to around 50 on Long Island. And then at night, we're going to have to see if the wind drops off. We have clear skies. We could see those lows in the teens again in the Pine Barrens, perhaps, and 20s elsewhere. And then for Wednesday, similar temperatures, a little cooler on Long Island, maybe upper 40s, low 50s in New Jersey. Skies. Let's go to the skies next on the RGM here. We'll use this model here. So you can see the clouds that we're getting tonight. But other than that, should be a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Maybe some cirrus well up to the north. And then for Wednesday, mostly sunny, maybe even clearer for Wednesday, and even into Thanksgiving, it still stays clear. So we have a nice stretch of weather ahead of us with moderating temperatures. It won't be as frigid. That's the main thing, because that wind chill, especially last night, was just unbelievable. And then, I have to wait. I was so upset because, I'm waiting out there for a bus that doesn't show up in the cold, and then I come back to a cold apartment. And look, I can deal with the cold well. I like the cold, all right? But, even I have my limits, I mean, if it's one thing if you're walking around and you're moving around out there, then you can deal with it just fine. But the problem is when you're standing waiting for a bus, or when you're sitting or trying to sleep at home and it's cold, well, that's a different story, and it's not so great. It's good when you're walking around and exercising and hiking. Not so good for other things, especially when you got that wind chill going. And you can still see we got some of these wind gusts here, 32-mile-an-hour wind gusts, it's a 40-mile-an-hour wind gust offshore. So still dealing with these breezy conditions. So no radiational cooling tonight. That is for sure. But that wraps up this weather update. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.